Hello and welcome to my brand new hardcore Ironman series. This account will be played a little differently than normal. My total level will be locked by the amount of quests I do, as well as the quests I can complete will be dictated by my total level. Sounds a little bit confusing, but the rules are quite simple, so let's go ahead and take a look at them. Rule number 1. For every 10 total levels, one quest must be completed. So what this means is that when I get off Tutorial Island with a total level of 32, I will need to complete 3 quests to get back to even, with 30 total level at 3 quests. Rule number 2. If a quest rewards give me more than 10 total levels, I must complete enough quests immediately to get back on track. So for example, Waterfall quest gives about 50 to 60 attack and strength levels in total. I'll need to immediately complete 5 or 6 quests just to get back to an even level. And rule number 3, Recipe for Disaster will be counted as 10 separate quests. So in total, with the 10 quests from Recipe for Disaster, I will have 151 total quests to complete. There are 3 possible endings to this account. First, I can complete all 151 quests with a 1510 total level, plus any rewards that I get from the final quest. The second one would be if I die, the account would end because I am hardcore. And number 3 would be somehow if I fail to level up my stats to the required quest minimum and exceed 1510 total level. This will make more sense when I show you this graphic right here. There is a total of 1,311 levels that I need to get the minimum requirements for all quests. So this gives me about 200 levels of leeway for me to level up the remaining skills that I'd like. Just right off the bat, you can tell that attack, strength, and hit points is really low, so I would assume to get those up at least 30 levels each. So that knocks out about another 90, and then the rest of the stats I'll level up will be spread across all the other ones. One I can point out is probably Slayer. I'd probably want to get that a little higher than 69. And then also maybe Hunter as well, if I wanted to go for a Glory or something like that. I have designated a couple of my non-quest related goals. One would be a Fire Cape. The second one would be a little bit more extreme, trying to get the Ranger Boots from Medium Clues, and then the third one would be one complete set of Barrow's Armor, not the entire set from all the brothers, just one of the brother sets. I think these are pretty obtainable goals, and I'll like to leave some extra room just in case I wanted to add a couple more on there as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into the account. Okay, I'm on the mainland now, so the first thing that I'm going to go ahead and do is collect my hardcore iron set just from Adam over here. And this will be my best in slot armor for a while, as I cannot go and train my skills for a while to get my defense higher. And like I said in the rules, I have 32 total level, so I must complete 3 quests immediately to get back on track. For every 10 total levels, have 1 quest complete. So I'm going to go ahead and start with what most new people start with, and that's going to be the Cook's Assistant quest. Probably one of the easiest quests in the game. I probably even could have gone and got most of my items before I came here, but let's go ahead and get this done now. And here we go, handing in the final ingredients for this quest, and this will be quest number 1 completed on my account. An easy 300 cooking experience. This is going to go ahead and level me up from level 1 cooking all the way up to level 4. Now, I did not reach another level threshold to have to complete another quest, so that's always good. But we're going to go ahead and move on to my very next quest, which will be the Restless Ghost, and this will get me some quick prayer levels, and it's a very easy quest to do. Now, I know what some people are thinking, why would I want to do an account like this? It is very unique, and I've never had a quest cape on this game before, so I thought maybe if I give myself some restrictions like this, it would kind of force me to try and get the quest cape. It's going to be quite the journey, and I'm sure at the end of the account it's going to be some very tough quests with the combat levels I can achieve with these stats, but I think it should be a fun ride, and I decided to just kind of record the series and see how it goes, and who knows, maybe in the next episode I'll end up dying if I try Monkey Madness or something like that, and then the series is over, but you'll never know if you don't try it. So let's go ahead and hop into the Restless Ghost quest. This should get me, I think this goes all the way up to level 8 prayer, and it does not involve any combat, which is what I'm kind of aiming for right now, as my best weapon is a bronze sword. So let's go ahead and finish up the Restless Ghost and see where we're at. And there we have it. Restless Ghost is complete. It's going to go ahead and get me from level 1 to level 9 prayer and 1 quest point. So that's going to be 2 quests that we needed to get done immediately. And with this level increase from level 1 to level 9 prayer, it actually requires me to complete the level 40 quest. So I do have to do 2 more quests to get back to even again. So let's go ahead and hop into the next quest, which is going to be another easy one, which is just going to be rune mysteries to open up rune crafting. So let's go ahead and hop into that one. And here we are finishing up Rune Mysteries. These quests are super easy, but it's just super annoying to walk around the entire map. You really take teleporting for granted when you start these new accounts. But we're going to go ahead and move to shearer, another very easy quest. It's going to pick me up a couple of crafting levels as well. But I just want to go ahead and get up to the point where I can start training because I need to start getting some combat stats. So let's move into shearer. It was easy enough to get the 20 balls of wool for shearer, so let's turn this in and complete the quest. And this is going to give us our first opportunity to train some skills on the account, as now that I've reached my 4 quests to reach my level 40 total combat, I do not have to complete another quest until I hit 50 total combat levels, which unfortunately is only 5 total levels away, so I don't really have a lot of time to get my stats up, but I'm going to go ahead and just train a little bit of combat here on the chickens and get my strength up so I can start hitting a little bit higher, and then after that I'm going to try and level up defense just a little bit to have some sustainability. And here we have level 2 defense. That's going to put me at 50 total level, and for my 5th quest I'm going to be moving on to the newest quest in the game. X marks the spot. It's going to be right outside of Lumbridge Castle, and it is a very quick quest as well. So let's hop into that. And this quest is the newest quest in the game, and it's just going to be a small treasure trail. I think there's only 3 different clues that you need to look for, and you just need a spade for this quest. And you can actually buy a spade in the general store now, right outside of this area. So that is very useful and convenient. They don't sell spades in any other general stores, but it is helpful that it's in this one. And for those of you that are new to this and have not seen this quest before, the rewards themselves are not very good. You do get an XP lamp that gives you 300 experience and 1 skill. So I'm going to go ahead and just directly put that onto hit points because I do want to get my hit points up to level 15 so that I can do waterfall quests without the risk of getting one-shotted by the moss giants during the quest. So other than that, you don't really get anything else. It's just kind of like a prelude to all of Zaya. I'm not sure why the quest came out last, but I think it's one way to tie the mainland to Zaya. And it is a free-to-play quest, so everybody can do it, which is kind of cool. They don't really release that many free-to-play quests that often, but anytime they do that, it is always good to see some XP lamps getting in there so I can get some easy experience. So now I need to get up to 60 total level for my next quest. And I'm back at the chickens again, and I just got level 13 hit points, and that's going to put me at 60 total levels. So the next quest has to be done before I gain any more levels through skilling. So we're going to go ahead and move on to another free-to-play quest, which is just Ernest the Chicken. Another very quick quest, doesn't involve any combat, but it does give you 4 quest points, so it's going to be my largest quest point quest so far. Ernest the Chicken is probably a 5-minute quest, and just like that, I went ahead and finished it. It gives you 300 coins and 4 quest points. Again, not very useful, but at my point, any coins are helpful. And now that I've completed that quest and got no combat or any total level from that, I can now get 10 levels without having to do another quest. So let's go ahead and level up our magic so that we can get some fire strike going. I made my way to Artie and I did a little bit of thieving, got to level 8 thieving, so that only allowed me to get 3 magic levels. So I have 8 thieving and 4 magic levels, and that's going to get me up to 70 total level. While I'm in Artie, I'm going to go ahead and just do the sheep herder quest. It can be annoying for some, but I usually have pretty good luck while doing it. And here we go, turning in the sheep shearer quest. It's going to give me a 3100 coin reward, so that is very helpful. It only took maybe 5 minutes. I didn't have any trouble getting those sheep to go. And this is going to open up another 10 total levels that I can gain before I need to do another quest. And I'm going to go ahead and just devote this all to magic, as I want to get level 13 magic so that I can go ahead and do a lot more quests that have save spots, such as Gnome Stronghold, Fight Arena, things like that. And here we are, 13 magic as well as level 14 hit points. So I'm going to go ahead and go do my next quest, and it's another essential quest in me starting this account, which is going to be Druidic Ritual. Something that I didn't really address in the opening of the video is if I do need to do any skilling or combat during the quest, and if I level up, obviously that's fine. If it's during the quest, that's completely fair, but it's just I have to have the quest started and I need to be doing things towards the quest to level up any of those skills, or it's technically against the rules of my account. But anyways, Druidic Ritual is complete. That's going to get me up to level 3 Herb Lore, and that will open up 8 total levels for me to raise. And my next quest is going to be most likely everybody's first quest that they finish up on their account, which is going to be Waterfall Quest. Alright, here are my final stats before doing Waterfall Quest. I just hit 90 total level, 15 hit points, 5 attack, 10 strength, and 6 defense. The Moss Giants in this quest can hit 14, so I decided that I wanted to get 15 to avoid getting one hit and give myself a chance. I wasn't ready for the account to die this early, so I grabbed some cakes during my thieving run earlier in the video, and let's move on to the Waterfall Quest. The Waterfall Quest is probably everybody's go-to quest right at the beginning. It's going to raise my stats to about level 30 attack and strength, which is going to really progress my account in a way that I need to start doing some combat quests, and this is the easiest way to do it. Well, that was more eventful than I wanted it to be. Let's go ahead and use the urn on the chalice and finish up the Waterfall quest. This quest gives some great rewards, along with the 13,000 strength and attack experience. I also get 2 diamonds and 2 gold bars, which would be great if I wanted to do a Ring of Life in the future. This is going to bring me up to level 30 attack and 31 strength. If you remember, I started the quest at 90 total level, and I'm now at 136. So that means I'm going to need to complete 4 quests, one for the level 100, 110, 120, and 130 total levels, and that will get me back to even and complying with my rules. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up a couple more of the quicker quests so we can wrap up this video. The next one I'm going to go ahead and do is the Client of Koren quest. This is sort of like a sequel to X Marks the Spot, except for this quest came out first, and it does give some good rewards that I can use so that I can get my Herb Lore levels up. Let's move into the next quests. And this quest was the ultimate walking simulator. I had no run energy the entire time. I used all my run energy just to get to the quest start. And now that I've gone through the entire map of Zaya and all the general stores, I have finally completed the quest. And this is going to give me 2 experience lamps that are 500 experience each. Then it also gives me a favor certificate. So I'm going to go ahead and use the 2 lamps in Herb Lore, and this is going to go ahead and give me 1,000 experience. Along with the lamps, I also mentioned the favor certificate. So with the favor certificate, you get 20% favor in any house that you choose. Now, I'm not too familiar with Zaya. I haven't spent a lot of time doing the favor, so I kind of wanted to leave this up to everybody in the comments if they can just comment what I should use this certificate on, as I can bank it, so I will just hold on to it, see what the comments are saying. I think I want to use it on Lovakenge, just because I think the first part of getting Lovakenge favor is super annoying, so if that's the case, I will use it there. But please leave a comment and tell me which one I should use it on. And to finish up this quest and grind, I did the Witch's Potion, which is an easy quest that I pretty much picked up all the ingredients on the walk to the place. The only thing I needed was the rat tail, which I will quickly get here. This quest is going to give me about 300 magic experience. It's not going to get me over 150 total level, but what ended up happening in the last quest was getting those herblore levels got me up to level 140 total. So that is what I'm going to have to do one more quest on top of what I was already doing to match my account back up. And with this, I finish up the Witch's Potion quest once I drink from the cauldron, and this will give me my 325 magic experience and 1 quest point. So this is going to be for my, let's see, it looks like my 110 level quest. So I'm going to move on to my total level 120 quest, which I'm going to make it super easy on myself and just do Romeo and Juliet. And there we have it, Romeo and Juliet complete, 5 quest points, easy. No other rewards than that, so let's move on. Following Romeo and Juliet, I did the Pirate's Treasure quest, another very simple quest. It's one of my favorite free play quests just because it's a little unique on how you have to smuggle the rum off of the island, and that you end up getting a job at the food store in Port Sarim. But anyway, that's going to be my quest that I needed to do for 130 total level. So to finish off, the only thing left to do is finish up the Goblin Diplomacy, which I can pick up my woad leaves here, which is going to make getting the die a lot easier. And here we have it, the final quest of the video to catch up with my level up process. I now have 146 total level and 5 quest points from this quest, which is going to give me 32 total, which if you're not familiar with the 32 quest point total, that actually gives me access to the Champions Guild, and I can now start Dragon Slayer once I complete any prerequisites, if there are any. I'm not too familiar if there are any prerequisites, but anyways, so now in this episode, I got 32 quest points and 146 total level. And in the next episode, I hope to start off with Witch's House, as Witch's House is going to get me probably close to 10 or 11 hit points levels, and then go from there. I'm going to try and level up crafting as well. Crafting, smithing, and mining. And here we have a recap of what was done in the episode. So I put each quest that I've done for what total level it was marked at, as well as my ending episode total level. Thanks for watching, everybody. This is a new series. I hope that it's received well. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like and look forward to episode number 2. And if you are here for desert-only Ironman content, I did not forget about you. That episode should be coming out shortly soon. This is just a side project that I've been working on, and I just wanted to get a video out for it. But desert-only Ironman is not going anywhere, so stay tuned for that next episode as well.